So today we're going to talk about getting healthy for ourselves. Did you know that many healthcare problems are often genetic, hereditary? If you really sat down and had time to sort through your family history, what would you find? I bet that 95% of you wouldn't like the results you get, and I bet an even smaller percentage of you could say that you participate in some sort of physical activity on a day-to-day basis outside of your normal routine. The health benefits of participating in physical activity are well documented and include reductions in the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, obesity, fatigue, depression, and overall mortality, according to Bernstein and Clayton. I'm going to explain to you why so many healthcare providers keep telling us that our health is in our hands, that we're the only ones that can fight for ourselves. We can turn this around very simply by taking just 30 minutes a day for ourselves to partake in some sort of moderate intensity physical aerobic activity or resistance training. One may ask themselves, how will this benefit me? Well, let me explain. Physical activity, often shortened up to PA, is a broad term used to describe bodily movement produced by contraction of skeletal muscles to increase energy expenditure above a basal level, according to Moylan. 30 minutes of moderately physical activity should get your heart rate up. Simply walking a pace of 3 to 4 miles per hour will do this. While inactivity can speed up the aging process for many individuals, physical activity can also help slow it down for others. The American College of Sports Medicine concluded exercise can reduce and prevent a number of functional declines that occur in aging, according to Stewart. Physical activity is the single most therapeutic strategy to help reduce cardiometabolic risk, according to Bozak. If one does not partake in physical activity, not only will they over time show decline in muscle mass, but possibly a gain in weight as well. According to Dolan Wansink, physical activity improves emotional, cognitive, social, and psychological function in old age. Some of these improvements are immediate, such as glucose level improvement and sleep improvement, while others are long-term, like aerobic endurance, mobility, balance, and flexibility. If you're afraid to start an exercise routine, it's okay to talk to your healthcare provider. Good news is, moderate intensity aerobic activity like brisk walking is generally safe for everyone, according to the CDC. Aerobic and resistance training have complementary benefits and can be undertaken at almost any age and physical condition, given appropriate medical clearance and supervision is warranted, according to Stewart. Because necessary guidelines from the American Heart Association and the CDC state 30 minutes as a target, doesn't mean it has to be done at once. Some individuals can only handle 10-minute spurts, and that's perfectly fine. Eventually, over time, you'll work up your endurance, and you can exercise in longer spurts. So, the same goes for the recommended 120 to 150 minutes per week rule. Any exercise is no exercise at all. We have to start somewhere. According to Stewart, the sedentary lifestyle is a major contributing factor in the leading cause of death among adults in the United States. Think about your day. What does it consist of? Are you an avid television watcher? Are you always on the go? What do you really do in a day? Well, the American Heart Association reports 30% of the American population performs no exercise at all, while 40% perform some exercise, and a staggering 27% are the only ones that engage in enough exercise and physical activity to protect themselves from chronic diseases that occur in aging, according to Stewart. Physical activity is a steady problem across all age groups. It knows no bounds. Statistically speaking, 15% of the approximate 1.6 million chronic health conditions newly diagnosed each year are due to sedentary lifestyles alone, independent of all risk factors, according to Stewart. So, if this is right for you, let's decide. Let's look back at some of the risks and benefits of physical activity. According to the CDC, only few lifestyle choices have as large an impact on our health as physical activity. 7 hours a week will give you a 40% lower risk of early death. Diabetes and obesity go hand in hand as well, especially with the way our eating habits are going. We tend to rely more and more on fast food just for the convenience factor. All it takes is 30 minutes a day, no special equipment to buy or special food to buy. It can be as simply as taking a walk with your family at the park and taking your kids to play. If you can't do these things, maybe take the stairs instead of the elevator at work. Aren't we all worth those 30 minutes? Do this for yourself, if not for your loved ones. Thank you.